Quant is our favorite altcoin here on the channel that we started covering a lot last year at the bear market lows, and you can see that from the bear market bottom of about $41, it proceeded to go on a very impressive 440% run up to 228 in October of last year. Additionally, a video clip we posted a couple of weeks back does reveal how the Quant CEO is looking to introduce gateway staking in the future, and that's exactly what we are going to cover in today's video because it looks like us Quant holders may be able to earn some passive income on this project in the future. So to start things off here, I do want to show you guys this clip of Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian, and creds to Greg Lunt for finding this clip. And this is him actually discussing the Quant token, how it is at the core of everything they do on the Overledger technology, and what gateway staking will mean for Quant holders when it does go live.
QNT token is at the core of everything that we're doing. If you own gateways and you run this on the network, when you process transactions, you get paid in QNT. It's a great ecosystem that we're building, and this will evolve. We want to make it the currency and the payment option for all the data and the transactions that are being put on the network, so people can actually trade in QNT, and it can be used for hundreds and hundreds of use cases around AI, data. If you want to do an MDAP on payments, if you want to do an MDAP as an exchange, if you want to create an AWS equivalent on the Overledger network, all of this is possible. So QNT has just become that pure utility token that can be used for everything.
And there you have it, very similar to how proof of stake blockchains like Ethereum work. When you actually go ahead and facilitate or help process any transactions via the Quant Overledger, you get paid in QNT. And I really like the way that he ended off this clip here, saying Quant has just become that pure utility token that can be used for everything. So let's take a look here at some of the use cases when it does come to the Quant utility token. And really, its main piece of utility is being the token that actually powers the Quant Overledger technology. Now, the Quant Overledger is capable of tokenizing assets, creating central bank digital currencies, alternative asset digitization, like maybe a land deed. We can see here that it can also be used for cross-border payments and next-generation payment systems and supply chain monitoring via the blockchain. Now, another very important aspect of the Quant Overledger, aside from tokenization, is interoperability, as effectively the Overledger API allows you to create secure smart tokens on your choice of a blockchain, and it allows you to build MDApps, which is a Quant innovation allowing a cross-platform multi-DLT applications that are no longer bound to just one blockchain alone. You can see here on their website that the Quant Overledger offers support for some of the biggest chains, including Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, Matic, Polkadot, and AVAX. So more specifically, how the Quant token actually powers the Quant Overledger is through enterprise licenses, in which Quant tokens must be provided to Quant Network in exchange for an annual license. This means that people who want to access the Quant Overledger have to hold Quant tokens on an annual basis and continue to pay their fees in Quant token to continue using the technology. It also does serve a utility in the form of developer license, platform fees, identity, and account. So a minimum Quant holding must be put in place for every participant of the Overledger ecosystem. And the wallet storing Quant effectively is your identity that allows you to access this account. Now, transaction processing, as we discussed, Quant tokens are used to validate, sign, and encrypt every transaction that flows through Overledger. And this brings us into gateways and staking, as gateways are effectively used to support the transactions via the Quant Overledger, and gateways are going to actually earn you Quant for every transaction that you process. Additional Quant tokens can be staked to increase the capacity of the gateway, and the more the gateway operator stakes, the more requests they can accept, meaning the more QNT you earn. So not only are you able to stake your Quant to earn more Quant for verifying transactions, but you can also take this Quant and effectively compound it to verify more transactions, get yourself more Quant token in return, and really generate this passive income from a coin that is already incredibly scarce as is. And that's why I did make the point here when I posted this video. I said that Quant is already incredibly scarce with a 14.88 mil total supply. What do you think is going to happen here when gateway staking opens up, which could effectively take a massive portion of this supply off of the market? And that's when things do get really insane, in my opinion, when it comes to Quant. And we're going to kind of break down what that looks like near the tail end of the video. but it does say right here on the website itself that Quant is a utility token used as a form of payment for Quant services, most notably as a way for Overledger users to pay their fees. And that's the thing when it comes to this token, is they're not really looking to appeal to retail investors. They don't advertise this as a cryptocurrency, and the reason they do this is because I think they suspect they are already going to see a massive demand for their tokens, and they don't really care if retail is going to purchase it when you take a look at who they are targeting in terms of financial institutions, enterprises, partners, and developers. So you can see here, if we actually go ahead and take a look at Quant's partners, they are partnered up with some very big names already. So scrolling down here, we can see that in terms of platform providers, they are partnered up with LAC Chain, Oracle, and Nexi. LAC Chain is the Latin America blockchain in which 12 Latin American countries are participating in. Oracle, the largest cloud provider there with over 430,000 customers, are tapping into Quant for their blockchain interoperability. And Nexi is the largest payment provider in Europe with a major monopoly. I think last time we looked at it, they consume about 65% of digital payment transactions in Europe. And they are also tapping into Quant for their SIA chain. So clearly, Quant has already made some very impressive partnerships here that we have seen in the payment space, in the cloud space, and I do think that Quant CEO Gilbert Verdient is very well positioned to help Quant get in connection with a lot of major players in traditional finance. And we do often take a look at his LinkedIn account because I can't say it enough. This LinkedIn portfolio is stacked. This makes me very confident that the Quant CEO does have the connections that are necessary to really get this technology in front of very important names in the industry. In his portfolio here on LinkedIn and his work and volunteer history, we can see that he actually worked at places like HSBC, like Ernst & Young, the Fed Payments Improvement Committee, the Bank of England, and the list just goes on. He worked at Vocalink, which is a MasterCard company. And yeah, the man definitely does have some very important connections that you do want to see when looking at a CEO who is trying to get this technology adopted on a wide scale. Now, to put things into perspective, I do kind of want to talk about the price action of Quant here more specifically, and then also show you guys how this could be impacted by staking in the future. So when I say that I do think Quant can hit $10,000, I think a lot of people think that, I'm being a moon boy, that it's not actually going to happen, that I'm doing it for the clicks. And that is not the case, guys. Take a look right here and you can see how a $10,000 price tag is actually very reasonable with some market cap comparisons. So I tweeted here back in April, don't forget that XRP had a market cap of $130 billion at its peak and was worth $3.84. And we can actually go ahead and verify that over on CoinMarketCap. So we're going to go ahead and pull that up right now. And this is when I think it's really important to actually take a look at tokenomics, because a lot of people focus on utility and don't look at the tokenomics so much. And they say things like, if Quant is going to go to 10,000, why didn't XRP go to 10,000? And that's simply because XRP has 100 billion circulating tokens while Quant only has 14.88 million. And to think about it like this, a lot of people are bullish on Bitcoin for its 21 mil cap supply. Quant has about 30% less total supply than Bitcoin has. So we can see here, if we actually go ahead and take a look at market cap, go ahead and look at an all-time chart. And yeah, back in 2018, XRP here did peak at a market cap of about 120 billion, actually, not 130 bill. But putting that aside, let's say that XRP had this market cap of 130 bill. Quant at a similar market cap would be worth $8,900 per coin. And both are tokens powering a distributed ledger technology for CBDCs and tokenization. So you can see right off the bat here how this price target for Quant is really not that unreasonable when you put into perspective the former market cap of projects like XRP, both of which are, kind of targeting very similar fields in terms of central bank digital currencies. And we can also see here that there are some connections between XRP and Quant, as both of them actually do sit as board directors for the Digital Pound Foundation. If I go ahead and scroll down into the very bottom, you're going to notice that the board directors include Season Friedman from Ripple and Gilbert Verdient from Quant. And once again, I'm taking a look here at the website. Both of these companies are specifically listed as a member community. So I kind of want to go ahead now and just show you guys some market cap comparisons, assuming that Quant is able to be staked, because this would remove even more Quant from the float than we currently have at the moment. So let's go ahead and put XRP in here. And what I'm going to do is show you guys Quant at XRP's current market cap, not its all-time high market cap. And we can see that if Quant had XRP's market cap of 23.8 bill at the moment, then one Quant would be worth $1,633, an upside of 14x from current prices. Now let's go ahead here and let's say that, let's say from this Quant, let's say that 2 million of it gets staked. So instead of having a 14.8 mil total supply, we're going to go ahead and drop this down to a 12.8 mil total supply. And right off the bat, this brings the price target up to 16x at 1849. Now we're going to go ahead and input a custom market cap here, and let's go ahead and use XRP's actual all-time high there, not 130 bill, 120 bill. And we can see here that if Quant was to hit XRP's previous all-time high market cap of 120 bill, and assuming that we have 12.8 mil circulating because 2 million is a locked up staking, that would be an 84x up to $9,342. Now let's go ahead and assume that about a third of the Quant float is actually staked there for passive income, and that would bring the total supply down to 10.8 mil circulating, and that would put one Quant worth 11.1k, an upside of 100x from current prices. So when you factor in the utility that Quant offers through the Quant Overledger, and then you factor in the tokenomics on top of this, this is why I believe that Quant can in fact hit that 5-figure price target. Unfortunately, when it comes to crypto, utility enough is not alone. The tokenomics also have to be there to support the price action, both of which Quant does have covered. So I will be holding my Quant, and I am looking for that 5-figure price target. And if we are able to see staking at some point in the future, that would really just be extra incentive, as we will also be able to earn passive income on our Quant while we wait for these price targets to be hit. And if gateway staking does open in the future, I am interested to kind of see what the requirements are, and I would love to open a gateway staking node where all of us can stake together in the community to generate that passive income together. So on that note, I hope you did enjoy the content in today's video. You know what to do. If you made it all the way to the end, you are an absolute champion. Let me know in the YouTube comments down below and claim that champion status. I hope you are all having an amazing Saturday, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out for now.